Hi guys, in this video, as I said, I'll show you how the head function works, right? So we'll begin with importing the pandas as PD. Now I already have a file which is named as customers.csv file which I have in my PC. I'll just load that file. The file is loaded. Now I want to use the head function. So now what this function will do, this will give me the top 5 rows for the data set, which is the customer.csv. I'll run this code. Now I can see that the, there are 5 rows because of the head. I have not mentioned anything in the brackets, so by default it will give me the top 5 rows. Now say suppose you want to see top 10 rows instead of the default 5. So you just need to mention 10 in the code. Now I'll run this code. Yes. Now you can see that there are 10 rows which you are able to see into the Python. Now going again to the next line of code. So this line of code will only give you the specific rows. For example, there are 7 columns in my datasets, and I specifically want the customer ID, name, and spend, which is the customer ID, this column, name, and spend. Only I want these 3 columns and only 5 rows because I've not mentioned anything into the brackets. I'll run this code. You can see 5 rows with only these 3 columns. Now, I want to apply a filter logic. Say suppose in my column, which is my plan column. So this is this only the customers which have plan pro. So I can see that only 4 customers are being shown as pro. So I only want to see those. Say and head function will show me the 5, but we only have rows equal to 4 for the pro. So I'll just do this. I'll just give a prompt of 3 for this line of code and I'll run this. As you can see, I have now only have those rows which for customers which I have chosen Plan as Pro. Now the next line of code is such that for the column spend, I want to see the descending, like the customer which is spending the most to the customer which is spending the least. So this function which ascending equal to false, this means we are sorting in the descending order. I'll run this code and now you can see the customer which has the customer ID 007 is spending around 12,500, which has the highest spend and goes on decreasing. Also, for a particular set of data, if you want to see the bottom rows, you can just code df.tail. It will show you the bottom rows of the code. So this is it, my guys. This is it.